Okay, it is 6 p.m.
Sorry.
It is 6 p.m. and we'll call this public meeting to order. Is there any declaration of pecuniary interest, the general nature thereof? If so, please declare it now. Okay, we'll move forward with the purpose of the meeting, which is in regards to zoning bylaw amendment application D14 2023-013-103 Rockfield Road. And I'll read the preamble. Personal information collected at this public hearing is collected under the authority of the Planning Act and will be used to assist in making a decision on this matter. All names, addresses, opinions, and comments are collected and form part of the minutes which are available to the public. Questions regarding this collection should be forwarded to the Director of Planning. The purpose of public meetings is to present planning applications in a public forum as required by the Planning Act. The following presentations by the applicant or staff, council members will have an opportunity to ask questions for clarification or further information. The meeting will then be open to the public for comments and questions. When you speak, please provide your name and address for recording in the minutes. All comments should be directed to myself, the chair of the meeting. The applicant will be provided the opportunity to address public questions once all members of the public have made their submissions. For applications being presented tonight, a report and recommendation are being presented to council. Following council decision, notice will be circulated in accordance with the Planning Act. If a person or public body would have the ability to appeal the decision of the council to the Ontario Land Tribunal, but the person or public body does not make oral submissions at the public meeting or make written submissions to the township before the bylaw is passed, the person or public body is not entitled to appeal the decision. So we'll move forward with D14 2023-013. So Madam Planner, Ms. Lambert.
Thank you, Your Worship, and through you, I'll just start by sharing my screen.
Okay.
So this is a zoning bylaw amendment application for 103 Rockfield Road. The property is located on the south side of Rockfield Road between Ferguson Side Road and Junetown Road to the east and Blue Mountain Road to the west. The property is approximately 5.6 hectares in size with roughly 193 meters of frontage on Rockfield Road. The application is proposing to amend the existing rural zoning to a special exception rural zone to permit a wellness center home-based business. The home-based business would consist of yoga classes and wellness workshops within a portion of the existing dwelling, as well as a meditation room and an accessory structure, outdoor saunas, walking trails, and cold therapy outdoors. The requested zoning relief includes an increase in the proportion of the existing dwelling devoted to the home-based business, as well as an increase in the number of class attendees for the workshops and classes. The property is designated rural lands in the county's official plan and rural in the township official plan. And notice of this public meeting was provided in accordance with the Planning Act. Signage was posted at the subject property and notices were mailed to all owners of properties within 120 meters of the subject property. And to date, staff have not received any questions or correspondence with respect to the application. And there is a recommendation from planning staff on the council agenda later this evening. The proposed development is subject to site plan control if approved. And the owner is in attendance this evening to address the questions as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Planner. Okay, council members, do you have any questions or comments in regards to this application? Go ahead, Councillor Maybe.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, through you. I was kind of wondering why this actually came, but just to get a zoning change to the property to allow a homegrown business, I take it. Correct?
For your worship, home-based businesses are permitted in the rural zone. However, the proposal didn't meet a couple of the performance standards in the zoning bylaw with respect to the size, the proportion of the dwelling devoted to the home-based business, as well as the number of pupils for classes to be held at the property for the wellness center.
Okay, thank you. I think it's a great opportunity for another home-based business in our community. So thank you.
Further comments or questions? Go ahead, Deputy Mayor Fody.
Thank you, Your Worship, and through you, excuse me, just a comment. I've watched this property grow from from the grass up literally the last couple of years. And it's a pretty unique site there. I'd like to see it myself. But as for traffic, they're on the outside of a slow, long curve. So if you're coming out of that property, there'd be no, in my opinion, there'd be no sight issues to either side, east or west. And the fact that I happen to meet both the hot tubs being delivered Saturday morning intrigues me. So I'm like Councillor Maybe. I welcome another business to the township.
Any other questions? Okay, so there's no further questions and there's nobody online, I don't believe. I'm gonna get there till. So I have Ms. McGregor on the line, but if anybody wants to ask a question, please feel free to put your hand up and I can recognize you. And the applicant is here. If the applicant would like to say anything else, you're welcome to do so. Yeah, you might need to touch the button at the bottom. There we go.
Test.
Yep, you're good.
Thank you, Your Worship. I'm Tanya DeLewis. I'm on 103 Rockfield Road, and I want to thank each one of you for taking the night to be with us. This is a 25-year dream. My husband and I have been planning this for 25 years and we've lived in ashrams, we've traveled to India. So I can assure you it's a quiet space that we're creating. Our saunas just got delivered Saturday, and I enjoyed it tonight to prepare for this meeting. We just did a 4-7-8 breath to calm down. And your words of, encouragement, thank you. They mean the world to me. So, and my husband is Dan DeLewis. He would love to be here, but he's a Wim Hof instructor and he's over in Oregon teaching cold therapy Wim Hof. So he would love to be here, and he gives gratitude for you taking the time to consider us. And I know some of the concerns was about, not concerns, but just over discussion and that neighbors asking us questions, that were coming from the city. I was born and raised in Oxford Station, always a huge connection with nature. We chose this land so we'd have as little disturbance to the land. We chose a field with lots of trees, rock cuts. So even our development of the house was very streamlined and simple. And our house is a 2-bedroom house. The portion that we're using to live in, we wanted something simple, small. So the reason why we also have to get the amendment to zoning is the studio portion is about 1,400 square feet, quite a bit larger than the home that we use. So, but yeah, so I can tell you it's going to be a quiet space and very traditional yoga, saunas, a reconnection to bring people to the community that don't have that option. I work in Ottawa. I drive an hour and 37 minutes each day and I work 12-hour shifts. I do it because I love the land and I don't want to be in the city. And we're hoping to have people give them an opportunity to reconnect with nature and enjoy our community. We've already collaborated with our brew. So in Rapid Valley, we're going to reach out to, so that way, we're sharing. We're all about sharing and helping small businesses grow. We run a yoga studio in Rockfield right now, and we're like that there. And we want to bring that to your community. Our community, I live here. But yes, it's been quite a journey that build. We've learned and grown. We did have a contractor that stole hundreds of thousands of dollars from us because we really wanted this build to happen a couple of years ago, but it needed to happen because we just truly believe we're now strong enough to be able to have that 25-year dream from this journey of just the build itself. So I just want to thank you. It's a little emotional. That's why we just did breath work to get me here, but thank you, each one of you, just for even listening. And so I really appreciate it. And hopefully you enjoy your hot tubs as much as I just enjoyed my sauna tonight. So
I'll recognize Councillor Grow.
May I ask, is the building the black or dark sided building, that flat roof recently built?
yes.
Oh, congratulations. And I hope it's a success.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Deputy Mayor Fode.
Well, thank you once again, Your Worship. Through you, I did misspeak. It was the saunas I met that noon hour on Saturday
Oh,
because my wife was with me and she said, "What are they?" I said, "What is that?" I said, "They are saunas."
oh, you saw our saunas delivered. I thought you were getting your.
The trailer was waiting to back in
Yes.
and allowed us to drive by first. So I had
Yes.
a reasonably close look. I did quickly say that it was hot tubs.
Oh,
it was actually
sorry.
the saunas.
Yes, yes, it's 2 saunas. We wanted wood burning, but discussing with the building inspector, we weren't really sure how to go with wood burning. So yeah, it wasn't my hill to fight, and I didn't have the energy. And we have 2 beautiful electric saunas. So yeah.
Perfect. Okay, no other comments? I'll just add mine. I know that Tanya and Dan are respected members of the business community in Rockville and have run a very successful practice there. So I have no doubt, provided that everything continues to move forward here this evening, that the business will be successful. And we do appreciate you choosing our municipality to sort of put the roots down for your dream. That property is close to my heart, a few distant generations away, but my great grandmother was born and raised on the farm right beside it. So the Summers farm. And so it's always been part of our family drives, but it's nice to see that opportunity to connect with nature and give people the chance that don't have the chance if they're living in the city. So thank you for bringing people to the community and having that vision and dream.
Thank you, Your Worship.
Any other comments? Okay. Seeing none, then I will put forward the motion to adjourn as coming from Councillor Maybe and Councillor Jameson, that the public meeting adjourn. All those in favor? Those opposed, and we're carried. Thank you.